Hell yeah. Another 10 o'clocker, boys. Another 10 o'clocker, boys and girls. Boys and girls. Let me be inclusive here. And, boys, girls, non-binary, you know, whatever else. To answer your questions in the chat, Andre Drummond is available tonight. Belacco said, or Colby Reed said, please tell me Andre Drummond isn't playing. And somebody else said, so, Belacco said, so we can see a Dembona. Well, I mean, first of all, Andre Drummond is playing, and that wouldn't matter anyway because Nick Nurse is never going to play a Dembona. He just, that's that rookie rule for Nick Nurse. Unless you absolutely shock the world like Jared McCain. Unless you absolutely shock the world like Jared McCain and he's forced to play you. And even then, there was a game after McCain had 35 and 10 against the Cavs. There was a game where Nick Nurse went with Kyle Lowry in the fourth quarter over Jared McCain. But yeah, he wouldn't play a Dembona anyway. So that doesn't matter. Andre Drummond is playing. If Yabusele was the only active center, then Nick Nurse would still find a way to not play a Dembona. He would probably play Caleb Martin in a small ball center lineup, to be honest with you. Wow, we got Kate Scott wearing the Happy New Year hat. Oh my God. I'm telling you right now, bruh. If I worked in that booth and NBC came to me and said, hey, we want you guys to put on these shiny plastic Happy New Year hats, I would say, hey, here's my letter of resignation. I'll see you guys later. The Kings fired Mike Brown on December 27th. Didn't he win? He won Coach of the Year last year. They were having they weren't having a great season. But basically, Mike Brown got blamed for the Kings trading for DeMar DeRozan and making their spacing worse than it already was. There's things that you can see from a mile away. You know what I mean? There's things that you can see from a mile away. You don't put DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, and De'Aaron Fox in the same starting lineup. I thought that was pretty obviously a spacing disaster. And Mike Brown, who won Coach of the Year last year, gets fired for it. That's pretty interesting. But he's been fired before, right? Cavs, I think. Was he one of LeBron's coaches one year? I don't remember. But something about him players don't seem to like too much. Gunna, what up? Members in the chat. Hey, what up? RJ is here for the vibes. RJ is here for the vibe. Oh, he's here and the vibes have been lifted. At your service, y'all think Embiid plays tomorrow? Yeah, I think we're all assuming that. That's why he's sitting out tonight. I don't think there's not even really a listed injury. When it was first reported the first report I saw was from Underdog Fantasy, which is, I'm always kind of wondering why they report NBA things on Twitter like a credible news source. Underdog Fantasy. But the first report I saw was from Underdog Fantasy that had Joel Embiid listed out with rest. And I was like, I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore. I don't think you're allowed to just say rest for a player anymore according to NBA rules, right? Or you are, actually. You are. Just not nationally televised games you're not allowed to. I forget. But then another injury report that I saw had Joel Embiid listed as out with the ankle, or what did they say, foot sprain the other day? I mean, they're just, he did kind of twist his foot a couple games ago, but let's be honest, they're making stuff up to rest him the day before a back-to-back. So he will play the Warriors tomorrow night. And again, the Warriors game tomorrow night is a nationally televised TNT game. So, the NBA called in and said, hey, we know you guys aren't playing Joel any back-to-backs. We need Joel Embiid to play against the Warriors on TNT. All right, because ESPN's been mad at us for a couple years. TNT's been mad at us for a couple years. They keep paying big money for these games and getting terrible matchups. So Josh Harris was like, all right, we'll rest Joel Embiid against the Kings. We'll play him against the Warriors. That's what happened. Will Pandemic P show up tonight? What is the vote? Let's do that. Let's make a poll, man. Let's make a poll. Let's make a poll for Paul George because, I've been saying that his defensive impact is great, and him as a third option with Joel and Maxey on the floor, you don't really, when both of those guys are dropping 30 plus, you don't really need him to have a big time offensive game. But games like this, where Joel Embiid is out and you have Kyle Lowry in the damn starting lineup, it would be nice for Paul George to have a really good offensive game. We will see. Let's see. Paul, wait, what happened? Everything froze. My camera froze. Oh, we're good? We froze and we unfroze. Frozed? Did I just say frozed? Oh my God, man. These late games are killing me, dude. Paul George will have let's see. What should we put? 30 plus, 20 plus, 15 and good defense. Less than 10. We'll just leave it at 30 plus, 20 plus, 15 plus, and 9.5 or less. 10 or less. 9.5 or less. What am I doing? There's the poll. There's the poll on Paul George's scoring tonight because with Joel out, this is when you need him to step up offensively a little bit, And I mean, it is what it is with Paul George at this point. Again, his defense has been amazing, and not just his defense, but the defense that he plays really kind of elevates the rest of the perimeter defenders, although Kelly Oubre is out tonight too. I didn't even look at what Kelly Oubre's listed injury is, but Kelly Oubre has been going hard since the season started. I don't feel like he's missed a game yet. So if they felt like, hey, we're going to rest another guy who really deserves it, I guess Kelly Oubre's that guy, or does Kelly really have a listed injury? The Sixers are in no position to be forfeiting games. You know what I mean? They're in no position to be like, hey, let's rest everyone and play tomorrow night. They need to win every game they can possibly win at this point to try to escape the NBA play-in tournament. But yeah, Paul George athletically is on the decline. He should still have a really good jump shot, mid-range three, and he hasn't lately. So we'll see if he gets it together tonight. We'll see if the shot falls, man. We'll see if the shot falls, man. Paul, he was really good in the one game. I guess it was only one game. There was one game in the preseason where he looked really good, man. And the back-to-back knee sprains, I feel like really affected him, man. The back-to-back hyperextended knees really affected him. Mark said, I need to be up at 4 a.m. for work. Not sure I can stay up to see if he scores more than 12. Brother, it's already 10. If I needed to get up at 4 a.m. for work, I wouldn't be watching this game at all. KJ Martin will be reevaluated at the end of this week. I don't remember seeing KJ Martin get injured, man. I feel like the Sixers are trading KJ Martin and they're holding him out until a trade. That's what I think. I'm a conspiracy theorist, though, you know. Malik Monk, man. I like Malik Monk. I would have liked a Malik Monk signing in the offseason. Spurs game, KJ Martin was ruled out in the game. What are you talking about? They're 4 games out of the 6th spot. They're fine. They don't need to risk their season for this game. Yeah, but 4 games out of the 6th spot, you know, it's not just 4 games. That's the Milwaukee Bucks who have turned their season around, and you know how that works. You need the Bucks to lose 4 more games than you win to take that spot. It's not just an even 4-game swing. It's not like if you win 4 games, you're in the 6th spot. You need to win 4 more than the Bucks the rest of the season. You know what I mean? How many games are left? So if the Bucks go 30-20, for example, you need to go 34-16. You feel me? You need to not just be on the same winning pace as the 6th seed. You need to win 4 more games than they win. That's not as simple as you make it sound. Here we go. DeMar, we're back in business. There's the score. Kings up 2-0 off of a DeMar DeRozan banked in 3-point shot. Tyrese Maxey saves one inbounds here. Paul George for 3. Oh, he hits it. Podcast P comes out with a made 3 in the first minute of the game. That's a good sign for the Paul George defenders. And it's a good sign for the Sixers scoring in this game. And here is Sabonis on the block over Yabusele. That's going to be a tough matchup for Gershon. Yabusele undersized against Sabonis. Sabonis a great rebounder. Yabusele not so much. We will see. Maybe, Andre Drummond is active, but maybe he's on a minutes restriction or something. Tyrese Maxey swings it. Kyle Lowry. Yabusele in the corner. Did we call a blocking foul here on Sabonis? There's a blocking foul on Sabonis with 2 seconds on the shot clock, so the Sixers have it with 14. I feel like, what was Drummond's injury? He sprained his ankle too, didn't he? So maybe they're bringing Drummond back slow, but I mean, I probably, I might have started Drummond versus Sabonis in this game, but we'll see what happens. Paul George has Malik Monk on the block, turnaround, fadeaway jump shot. That is short off the side of the rim. Sabonis bringing the ball down. Hands off to Malik Monk. Back to Sabonis on the block on Paul George. Big shoulder, big elbow, lay-in. Domantas Sabonis bullying the 76ers in the paint. The first 2 possessions for the Kings. We're going to have to get physical down there or it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night because that guy gets busy down there. Tyrese Maxey down the lane. Finger roll over everybody. Splash. 6-5. De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, man. De'Aaron Fox Euro step in the lane. Kicks it out to DeRozan, who had an open 3, but he doesn't want to shoot those. Here's DeRozan with Yabusele on him, and he swings it all the way over to Fox for 3 in the corner. And that is money. Kings up 9-5. Maxey on the left wing. Back to Yabusele at the top of the key. Yabusele for 3 In and out, that is. And here are the Kings pushing it up the floor. Malik Monk on the right wing. Screen from Sabonis. Steps back and shoots an early shot clock 3. That's a bad shot. I mean, Malik Monk's a good shooter, but still. Maxey drives right, loses it, and is out of bounds on the Kings. Keon Ellis is a player that people have been talking about recently when thinking about the trade deadline. I don't know too much about Keon Ellis. Y'all let me know in the chat, man. What do you think about Keon Ellis? And I don't think the Kings are going to do some kind of blockbuster trade anyway. Tyrese Maxey for 3 off a loose ball. Can't hit that one. Still 9-5. DeMar DeRozan crosses half court. DeRozan over to Ellis. Sabonis has Caleb Martin on the block. Let's see if we can get somebody to guard Sabonis here. Sabonis. Is that not a travel? He kicks it out to Ellis. Sixers playing good defense here. Malik Monk, top of the key, drives past Lowry, kicks it out to Ellis, who's wide open with the shot clock running down. But he missed it. Kings generated a good shot right there with no time on the clock, but missed it. And Tyrese Maxey gets an open layup on the other end off of a back screen from somebody. I'm not sure if that was Yabusele or Caleb Martin. DeRozan turnaround mid-range, tipped in by Sabonis, 11-7. Here's Maxey again on De'Aaron Fox, and he almost took him again. Now he brought it back out. Kyle Lowry, our boy out there getting cardio. Lowry trying to... What the hell was that, Kyle? Kyle Lowry, I guess, trying to throw it into Yabusele, but he just chucked it out of bounds. I mean, way out of bounds. It wasn't even close. No, Maxey didn't get a back screen from anybody. Yabusele sealed the paint, and De'Aaron Fox just decided not to play defense that possession. 13-7. Man, there's got to be a more effective point guard available. Yabusele swings it to Kyle Lowry for 3. That is off. And then Lowry gets beat all the way down the floor by Malik Monk, who puts in the 2. I thought they gave him a foul, too. They didn't give him a foul, but... So Kyle Lowry here doing nothing on the offensive end and getting destroyed on the defensive end. And here we go. It is 15-7. And Nick Nurse calls a timeout. Do you think Nick Nurse is going to figure it out soon, guys? Do you think he's going to figure it out? I mean, come on, brother. Kyle Lowry's out here making an entry pass to the fucking cameraman in the first row, you know. Then he's just getting beat down the floor by Malik Monk. I mean, it looked like he was trying, by the way. It wasn't a lack of effort. It's the fact that he's 39 years old. And so Nick Nurse calls a timeout, but does he understand what the issue is, man? Like, it's... I just don't get it. How is his team? How is Daryl Morey and Nurse and everybody? How have they not found a point guard anywhere out of the G League, bro? Anywhere. Where's Jeff Doughton Jr.? I mean, somebody's got. Dominic Brown, 2 centers on the bench. Gershon is not a center. Hey, man. This starting lineup by Nick Nurse was interesting to say the least, and it turned out pretty much how everybody thought it was going to turn out. This starting line up by Nurse looks as bad as it looked on paper. You got to have... I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Can Drummond defend Sabonis without getting into foul trouble? I mean, he can match his physicality a little bit better than Yabusele can, or he can match his size a little better than Yabusele can. So the combination of Lowry in that starting lineup and Yabusele in that starting lineup against a player like Sabonis, and then some quick guards on the floor like Malik Monk. Yeah. Interesting to say the least for Nick Nurse there, man. Interesting to say the least. Did you guys know the 76ers, after starting the season, I forget what the date was, but I think it's after Christmas or what is it? No, it couldn't have been after Christmas because that was only a couple days ago. They're the first team in NBA history to start a season with a 25% win percentage. And maybe it was month by month. Maybe it was November versus December. But they had a 75% win percentage in the next month or so. And they're the first team in NBA history to go from 25% win percentage to 75. And that is the Joel Embiid effect, no matter how people want to look at it. Even not being 100%, the Joel Embiid effect is still very alive and real. Very alive and real. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google. Is there a way if somebody continues to make new accounts just to troll the chat? Like, how can I stop this from happening, bro? I know it's Boofmaster. I'm so tired of it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it. He just keeps making new accounts and coming back. Bro, please just get a life, man. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, man. Now he's going to make 3 more accounts and come back and troll the chat again. 15-9 after well, I didn't see what happened there because I was complaining about this idiot in the chat. Sabonis, top of the key. Is that Kevin Huerter? That is Kevin Huerter. No headband for Kevin Huerter. Sabonis in the paint. We got a loose ball foul or an away from the play foul call here. It was a Paul George jump shot. Okay, PG. Paul George giving us 5 here in the first quarter, all off of jump shots. See if he could drop 20 in this game. Malik Monk around the screen, pull up jump shot at free throw line, missed it. Sabonis, pretty easy offensive rebound there with one hand. Missed the putback though. And we got a traveling call or an out of bounds call right here on who is that? Colby Jones? Keegan Murray. Who is that? Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles, my bad. Thought he looked familiar. He's been in the league for a minute. Didn't he play on that Karl Anthony Towns Kentucky team? He was one of those teams. Maybe he was on that Jahlil Okafor championship team. That was the same year, actually. 15-12. Sixers making a little run here after you got Kyle Lowry off the floor and you put some athleticism in the game in Caleb Martin and Ricky Council. Look at that. Look at that. It's like rocket science, isn't it, Nick Nurse? Tyrese Maxey crosses half court. Screen from Yabusele. Drives right. Kick over to Caleb Martin. Ricky Council in the left wing. Almost shot a 3. Looked like he was scared too. He doesn't want to get yelled at. Now he's in the corner. Swings it to Yabusele. Pump fake. Somebody has to shoot it. My goodness. Caleb Martin. Oh, my goodness. Caleb Martin, a fadeaway with a hand in his face with the shot clock running down after I felt like the Sixers passed up a couple of good looks. A couple too many passes, it looked like. It looked like they were being too selfless right there. And Caleb Martin. Wow, what a shot at the shot clock buzzer for Caleb Martin. 8-0 run in the last minute and 30 seconds for the Sixers. Over underrated Aaron McKee. I liked Aaron McKee a lot, but Paul, I know, Paul, I'm going to go overrated for basically everyone on that team not named Allen Iverson, because if it wasn't for Iverson, would anybody know any of those guys? Malik Monk gets a bucket on the other end as the Sixers are still kind of slow in their transition defense. And here's Maxey spins in a lane. Oh my God, tries to put up something over Sabonis and he blocked it. And now the Kings have it again. Here's Ellis on the right wing. Here is Kevin Huerter in the paint. Sabonis, another offensive rebound. Missed the bunny. We got lucky there. Man, we're going to have to. I don't know how we're going to keep Sabonis off the offensive glass, man. The dude's an absolute animal. He's an animal. We got to get Andre Drummond in the damn game, huh? I thought Drummond was available. Why are we getting destroyed by Sabonis here on the glass and Drummond's nowhere to be found? Killer shot by Caleb Martin. Kevin Huerter was like, what? He made that? Even Mutombo? Well, no, not Mutombo. I mean, but he only played half a season there, right? Did he play the next year? They traded Theo Ratliff. I don't remember if it was straight up or in a package. They traded Theo Ratliff at the trade deadline and brought in Mutombo. I think it was a Ratliff season-ending injury too. So it's kind of like we're having a great season. We need to make a run, and they added Mutombo. Oh, it was a long time ago, man. 300 people in here watching a late 10 o'clock game, man. Thanks for being here. Do me a favor, hit the like button one time if you haven't already. Give me 300 likes. Sixers down 19-15. Paul George on the right wing. Draws a foul and puts up the shot and banks it in, and it counts. Paul George on and one here. Gets fouled on a jump shot and banks it in. Wow, Paul George having a good one so far. He really pulled a little Damian Lillard pull-up shot around the screen before the defender can get his hand back out. Wow, we're getting a PG game, guys. I never said anything bad about him. I don't know. All you guys been hating all season, not me. I always believed in Paul George. He is averaging a whopping 15 points per game, but he'll get closer to 20 as the season goes on, and as long as you got Embiid and Maxey and Paul George is the third option, I think that's exactly what we expected in the offseason. Am I overreactionary? Yeah, of course I am. Sixers have it to 1 point here after a slow start. And now Kevin Huerter on the right side. Sabonis on Yabusele again. He's going to back him down on the block. Turns, kicks it out to DeRozan, who doesn't want to shoot a three. Dribbles to a mid-range jumper and gets the roll. Damn. That's a lucky shot, bro. That's a lucky shot. Back of the rim, bounced straight up in the air and went in. Every good PG game this year has come with Embiid out. Has it? I mean, he did score 5 points against the Hornets a couple games ago. He has eclipsed that, so, you know. Here's Sabonis, Lyles, De'Aaron Fox, Paul George on Fox. Fox drives right. Fox kind of blows right by Paul George right there and lays it in with his right hand off the glass. I need lockdown PG, man. I need lockdown defender PG on that end, especially De'Aaron Fox. Here's Paul George with Sabonis on him. What's he going to do? ISO, jump shot. That's short. I don't really want... I like when Paul George just kind of fits into the offense. I don't like, I don't want too many ISO Paul George plays because he's not really a threat to get to the rim. So, they stay up on him and then he shoots a tough contested jump shot. Settling for jump shots. But he can't. What else can he? He can't. What else can he do? He can't get to the rim anymore. That's why I just want to run the game through Maxey and Embiid. but Embiid's not here. Who else could we run the game through, really? Maxey? We can't leave Maxey on the floor for 48 minutes. I guess you got to run the game through PG at a lot of this game without Embiid. Good thing they gave him a max contract. Oh, yeah. It's probably the best contract I've ever seen, man. It's Daryl Morey's best work. The single reason the 76ers are losing right now is because Nick Nurse isn't playing a center. The minute he puts a center in the game, it will turn around. This is how bad. I don't disagree with you at all. The only center he has with size and rim defense is a rookie named Adem Bona, who Nick Nurse absolutely hates for some reason. And he's just flat out not going to play him. Nick Nurse will get destroyed on the boards and lose a game before he decides to play Adem Bona. It's just what it is, man. He is a stubborn old man. He sure is. Lawrence, what's going on, man? Where is Oubre? Oubre is listed as out with a hand injury. I'm not sure. I didn't see Oubre get hurt last game, but I don't think I did. Maybe I remember a player where he was holding his hand after he fell on the floor or something, but Joel Embiid is out with the not playing back-to-backs. That's Joel Embiid is out with the not playing back-to-backs because tomorrow they play the Warriors tomorrow night on TNT. I would take Bynum. Wait, are you guys being serious? Andrew Bynum's like 40 years old, isn't he? He'll put him in when they're down by 20, probably. We will see. Andre Drummond is in the game. Sixers surviving, though, only down 5. Andre Drummond in the game here. Zach Len is in the game. And Len tips it out as Andre Drummond was grabbing that board, and the Sixers have the ball. Zach Len. Eric Gordon is on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. The 76ers veteran, experienced shooting guard. Tyrese Maxey all the way in the lane. Lefty lay for another bucket. Sixers within 3. Ricky Council running a fast break here. Caleb Martin fumbled the ball but got it back. Here's Tyrese Maxey, a catch and shoot 3. Front of the rim. Can't get the roll. De'Aaron Fox hands it off to Len. Back to Fox. Fox mid-range jumper. That's way short. Drummond has the rebound. And Martin gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey drives right and turns it over. Tried to throw it to the corner. Got tipped. And Kevin Huerter has the ball. Kevin Huerter just crossed over Eric Gordon. And airballed a floater. So I can't decide who's worse right now. Ricky Council all the way to the rim and the foul. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Ricky Council. You know, I've said this probably a lot, but if you have to play Eric Gordon, you got to have end-to-end athletes on the floor with him. You know, if you're going to play Kyle Lowry, same situation. You can't have both of those guys, you know. There's been plenty of lineups this season so far where Nurse played Lowry and Gordon together and got smoked. We have a Justin Edwards sighting, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Edwards is in the game in the first quarter. The 6'7" shooting guard out of Kentucky, who I've been screaming for the whole damn season, is on the floor. What did Nick Nurse eat for breakfast? DeMar DeRozan backing down Tyrese Maxey on the block. DeRozan turnaround mid-range jumper. That's his moneymaker, and he missed it. Tyrese Maxey. Justin Edwards out there with starters. Eric Gordon for 3, and he hits it. Eric Gordon hits a 3. And so Justin Edwards in the first quarter of his NBA career is a +3 so far. Shout out to Eric Gordon for that. Here's Edwards guarding DeRozan. DeRozan draws the foul. I think Edwards going to get the call for that. Ed Malloy said, hey, man, rookies in the NBA, automatic foul. Wow, I can't believe he even put him in the game. Why didn't he do that? Why did he do this? Why didn't he put Justin Edwards in the game earlier in the season when we were missing like all kinds of players and getting ran off the floor by the worst teams in the league? Now he puts him in the first quarter against the Kings on a road trip. I don't know, man. Must have done something good in practice. Or Justin Edwards just 2 games ago, his last G League game, he had 30 points and 12 rebounds or something like that. So maybe that stood out. And Nurse said, hey, maybe this kid can play, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. I want Justin Edwards to succeed so bad. Eric Gordon, a step back off of a crossover. Okay, I don't know if we need early shot clock heat checks from Eric Gordon, but the guy makes 1 3-pointer and then guy makes one 3-pointer and all of a sudden he's heat checking on the other side, man. Andre Drummond is at the free throw line. He hits the first one. Sixers up 2. Good run here in the second part of the first quarter for the 76ers after a slow start. Has a lot to do with Sabonis going to the bench, but also has a lot to do with Nick Nurse putting athletes on the floor and Kyle Lowry being on the bench. Maybe just don't bring Kyle Lowry back in the game. How about that, huh? Was Kyle Lowry so bad in the beginning of this game that Nick Nurse said, fuck it, I'm playing Justin Edwards? Is that what just happened? Sixers up 2. Fox drives right, lost the ball, tipped it out of bounds. Sixers ball with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. He played 2 minutes and got big. Dude, 2 minutes and it was bad. It was bad. I think it's time to hang it up, Kyle. It's time for Coach Lowry to just be a coach. That's cool. Sign him as a staff member, man. What are we doing here? Paul George at the buzzer. Off the top of the backboard. They called a foul? Paul George at the first quarter buzzer got fouled on a 3. Is that 3 free throws? It was tipped by Ellis. Oh, it is 3 free throws. What a terrible foul by Ellis. What a terrible foul by Ellis. He tips the ball to Paul George and then fouls him on a 3 at the first quarter buzzer. Yeah. Shout out to our boy Ed Malloy. My favorite referee in history. That's not true at all, but I like that call. Everybody in the chat shouting out Justin Edwards. Dude, I'm happy to see him too, man. He did go undrafted, but so, something about his, I guess, lack of effectiveness at Kentucky. He only played there 1 year. He did go undrafted, but prior to signing with Kentucky, he was a number 1. He was a top 10 recruit out of high school. He was, a McDonald's All-American. So there's a lot of potential there for Justin Edwards. 6'7", 215, left-handed shooting guard. A lot of potential, High recruit, high school All-American, went to Kentucky and ended up undrafted in the draft. So maybe Justin Edwards has a comeback story. He was the number 1 prospect out of high school. Wow. I didn't actually look that up. I know he played in the All-American game. Play him. Play him, man. It's wild that you started the season with so many injuries and didn't play that guy, you know? That would be the time. That's the funniest part about it. That first couple of games, especially the 7 games you were playing with no Maxey, Embiid, or Paul George, when Maxey sprained his ankle, or what was it, a hamstring? Those 7 games, he still wouldn't play Justin Edwards. I thought that was crazy. Make an impact and become a consistent rotational player. Paul George with 14 first quarter points. Wow. The fact we are up 5 is insane, and I think Waiters. I think you're probably saying that because of how the first quarter started out with Sabonis dominating everybody in the paint, because that starting lineup was so bad. We'll see if they can hang with Sabonis when he comes back in the game. But yeah, I mean, I would have started either Drummond or, honestly, call me crazy, but I'd rather start a Dembona on Sabonis than Yabusele. And I love Yabusele, but putting him in a center matchup like that is just not fair. It's just not fair. He's not a center. He's definitely not a defensive center. He's not a rebounding center. He's not a center. It's really not fair for Yabusele to put him out there against a guy like Sabonis and get destroyed on the boards and in the paint. Luke, you took George's under. Dude, 2 games ago, or last game, I almost went crazy and dropped $100 on a Paul George 30 piece just because I feel like he's going to come out of it at some point, right? And he scored 9 in that game, so I'm glad I didn't put $100 on a Paul George 30 piece. I should have done it tonight, though, and I didn't. Here is Paul George on De'Aaron Fox on the elbow. Drives left, physical take by Paul George in the lefty lay. So Paul George taking advantage of a size difference right there on De'Aaron Fox and asserting himself physically. A strong physical take to the rim by Paul George. Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing right now? Here's Paul George on De'Aaron Fox again. Now he kicks it across the floor. Justin Edwards for 3. Oh, it's short. And now Edwards fights for the loose ball, and it is out on the Sixers. Justin Edwards, the catch and shoot 3 on the left side. Missed it. Man, he really wanted that one, but good shot, though. Good shot. Not a lights-out three-point shooter, Justin Edwards, but in the 30% range, in the 35 to 37% range in the G League right now. Sixers up 7. The Kings have been on a drought, huh? When's the last time the Kings scored a bucket? When's the last time the Kings scored a bucket? There's Kelly Oubre on the bench looking like Lenny Kravitz. Shout out to Kelly Oubre, man. Such a guy. He's such a unique guy. He looks like a punk rocker, and he rides BMX bikes. Well, he doesn't ride BMX bikes anymore. Paul George turnaround jumper. Oh, my goodness. Paul George is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. He hits another fadeaway jump shot here. That's got him up to what, 19 points already? DeRozan drives, kick out. Turnover for the Kings. Reggie Jackson is on the floor. I might have started Reggie Jackson over Kyle Lowry. Here's Paul George on Fox again. They're going to him every place. Kicks it all the way across the floor to Eric Gordon, who hits a three. What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, the 76ers are getting a vengeance game from Eric Gordon and Paul George right now, which is proof that they both watch my YouTube channel and are tired of me talking shit. De'Aaron Fox, right elbow, jumper over Reggie Jackson. That was pretty good defense. Just better offense by De'Aaron Fox. 37-29. 9:55 left in the second quarter. Reggie Jackson drives right. Trey Lyles. Paul George on Fox again. They're leaving him one-on-one, and PG has been making him pay, and now he just dribbles into a three. Wow. He thought he got fouled on the wrist there. It was an air ball. He might have got fouled. No call, however. Justin Edwards, DeRozan turnaround mid-range over Edwards. And again, pretty good defense. Just better offense. A guy like DeRozan, so hard to stop him from the mid-range jump shot. Paul George drives right. Drops it off to Drummond, who's going to try to take Zach Len on the block, and he hits him with a turnaround hook shot. Andre Drummond showing off the offensive bag, which includes probably two moves. And that's fine. Stick to what you're good at. Turnaround hook for Andre Drummond. Alex Len, an offensive rebound here, kicks it out to Trey Lyles, who hits a three. Well, if we're giving up offensive boards to the backup, then Sabonis is going to come in here and get busy. Andre Drummond in the paint again, this time the reverse lay. So Drummond is going at Alex Len. Back-to-back possessions here. I feel like I was calling him Zach Len in the beginning of this game. Alex Len, Zach Len. What's the difference? Eric Gordon's got a fake account, Sicko Nation member. Dude, absolutely. Has to. I think it's Air Gordon. Whoever called him Air Gordon. Whoever called him Air Gordon this season, dude, that's hilarious. And here is Air Gordon on a fast break and lays it in over Doug McDermott. Wow, how cooked is Dougie McBuckets? How cooked is Dougie McBuckets if he's getting beat down the floor by Eric Gordon? Yo. Wow. Shout out to Eric Gordon, but my only fear is that this is going to give Nick Nurse a wild confidence in Eric Gordon moving forward. The only bad thing about Eric Gordon having a random good game is that Nick Nurse is going to suddenly think that he is somebody he should rely on. You know what I mean? Nick Nurse is going to be like, I told you guys. I told you, Eric Gordon. Experience. Veteran experience over young talent every day. He isn't that bad. Charles, come on, man. Come on, man. Eric Gordon has some of the worst montages this season I may have ever seen. I mean, airball floaters. I mean, dribbling the ball off his own foot. I mean, missing wide open. I mean, come on, man. We're not going to act like Eric Gordon has not been horrendous. You're doing what Nick Nurse does, man. You're going to let this game... You're going to let this game talk you into Eric Gordon. It's more about the defensive side for me with guys like Gordon and Lowry. They're too short and too slow. You know what I mean? Gordon can still catch and shoot threes, probably at a decent rate, but, you know, can he really hold his own on the defensive end at this point of his career? I don't think so. But he's scoring some points here. Here's Ala Abdenabi also telling me that I was wrong about Eric Gordon all season. Eric Gordon with 8 points. He might break 10 points for the first time since he was a Houston Rocket. Sabonis driving left over Drummond and drew a foul. Drummond's trying to say he threw the off arm. Referee's not trying to hear it. Rican legend Eric Gordon's got more blocks than Michael Jordan this season. That is a fact. That is a fact. Eric Gordon does have more blocks this season than Michael Jordan does this season. Eric Gordon's his 2025 numbers are going to be out through the roof. Paul George dumped down to Drummond, who tries to kick it to Eric Gordon on the wing and throws it into the fourth row. That's what we call airmail, Andre Drummond. Drummond's probably better off shooting a bad shot than trying to make a pass like that. Sabonis, Kevin Huerter back to Sabonis. Drummond got a hand on it, but Sabonis has it back. He's got him on the block again. Good defense this time from Drummond. Sabonis tries to drop it off to a cutting Kevin Huerter, who loses it out of bounds. I don't know what you thought Kevin Huerter was going to do with the ball down there anyway. That's good defense from Drummond right there, and that is bad offense from Sabonis. Told you. I told you to play Drummond against Sabonis, Nick Nurse, you moron. Eric Gordon, right wing. Paul George around a screen. Paul George drives right. Layup over Sabonis, and he got hit in the face. Paul George is laying on the floor. The Kings have a power play, and Malik Monk takes advantage of it. Now the Sixers are going to have to take a timeout here, and Paul George is laying on the floor holding his hip. Oh, my God. And the Nick Nursing home team continues. Paul George has still not gotten up off the floor. Landed hard on his hip. And the last person to land that hard on their hip at that age was my grandpa, who broke his hip. So hopefully Paul George is okay. I'm just kidding. He's not that old. He did land pretty hard on his hip, but he went right, strong take over Sabonis and just landed on his hip, honestly. But, you know, depending how hard he landed, I could see them calling it a hip contusion or something. And then there goes all of your guys' live Paul George bets. If you bet on Paul George dropping 30 after he had 14 in the first quarter, and he landed on his hip, and it didn't look great for those not watching the game. It didn't look great. He definitely took a while to get off the floor, and it looks like his hip isn't feeling too well. RJ is back just for the vibes. Paul George is never driving to the rim again. Man, that sucks, man. He had a couple takes to the rim tonight already. And actual good takes to the rim. The first time I've seen him have some like good, strong takes to the rim this season. And he gets hurt. Looking for Sasuke. I took under 20.5 and he has 20. Bro, please tell me that's not true. If Paul George is out for the game, you lose a parlay by 0.5. I could see him coming back the rest of this game, but I wouldn't be shocked if he's sore when he wakes up in the morning and then he's out tomorrow. I could see him coming back in the heat of the moment. They got what looks like a heating pad wrapped around. Paul George is putting his shirt on the bench, and he has a pad wrapped around his waist. It's a strong take, but I mean, bro, you really just dove onto your side. Like, you got to be a little bit smarter than that, no? I mean, he really did that to himself. I understand. I've been saying I want you to play more physical driving to the rim, but I don't want you to do a somersault and land on your back. I want you to land on your feet, you know? Well, we'll see if he comes back in the game. 45-37. Oh, man. It's just inevitable, isn't it? I mean, players get hurt. It's not just Paul George. Eric Gordon drives, kick out to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson down the lane, floater, front of the rim. And now Nick Nurse is going to go full on nursing home, and it doesn't look like he's going to bring Justin Edwards back in the game. He's going to go Reggie Jackson, Eric Gordon. Kevin Huerter open in the corner. What the hell was that? Kevin Huerter sidestep three. Did you guys see that sidestep three? It looked like he moonwalked. What the hell Michael Jackson ass shot was that? Tyrese Maxey over to Reggie Jackson, who shoots a three. Oh, he hits it. Reggie Jackson heard me talking trash and hits a three off of a Tyrese Maxey assist. Sixers up 11. Malik Monk dish to Sabonis, who misses a bunny. And now Caleb Martin fights the ball away from him. Wow, Sixers playing some great defense here in the second quarter after a not so hot beginning of the first, defending Domantas Sabonis. Reggie Jackson, another three. It's off. Andre Drummond, big time offensive board. Kicks it out to Eric Gordon for three again. Oh, Eric Gordon's lights out. Eric Gordon cannot be stopped. Eric Gordon, with no regard for human life, hits another three. Yo. Air Gordon, MVP. Most Improved Player Award goes to Air Gordon, man. Hey, man. Shots fall and keep shooting it. Maxey, Eric Gordon, another three. Oh, my goodness. I was about to lose my mind. Another heat check. That's Eric Gordon's second heat check of the first half. Sixers up 51-39. Would be nice for them to extend this lead before the second quarter is over, and Trey Lyles hits a three right as I talk about the Sixers extending the lead, and it's back to 9. Here is Reggie Jackson bringing the ball across half, calling for a screen. We got a whole Reggie Jackson offense here, and he goes behind the back to Drummond, to Maxey, Caleb Martin down the lane to Drummond. And Andre Drummond is fouled at the rim. Hey, I mean, all set up by Reggie Jackson there. Maybe the Sixers do have a backup point guard. Gordon and Jackson 25 make the Sixers great again. Reggie Jackson, I think, just went back to the bench. Kyle Lowry is coming back in the game. What do you guys think, man? Maybe Reggie Jackson can be a consistent backup point guard with more minutes. And I don't know what he did this offseason, if he was halfway retired and then this Daryl Morey called him. He looked like he was in terrible shape in the preseason and so far this season. So maybe Reggie Jackson's slowly getting ramped up. Yeah, I mean, he has a solid career. We're talking about, Kyle Lowry has a Hall of Fame career, doesn't he? I don't know about Hall of Fame, but Kyle Lowry, multiple All-Star championship. Age is a real thing. I would say Kyle Lowry has a better career than Reggie Jackson. That doesn't mean they're not both cooked. Andre Drummond on Sabonis on the block. Getting physical, gets to the hook shot again. Andre Drummond getting square. Andre Drummond is. And it works again. Here's Keon Ellis. I don't know if Keon Ellis is any good, man. Trey Lyles, another open three. Are we gonna rotate over to him? Our boy Romp posted a mock trade for Malik Monk and Keon Ellis. I like Malik Monk, but I don't know too much about Keon Ellis. But I mean, from what I've seen here, I'm not too impressed. Caleb Martin, as Keon Ellis blocks the shot right as I'm saying that, and then Martin gets his own board and shoots another one and missed that one. And now the man lays it in over Yabusele, and the Kings are within 5. So the Eastwood jinx arises again. I talk about the Sixers extending the lead, and they immediately fold, and it becomes a 5-point game. And now Kyle Lowry's even passing up wide open shots. We're going Andre Drummond again in the paint. Turns, another hook shot. That one's out of the back of the rim. I mean, I haven't seen enough Tyrese Maxey in this lineup. Like, why are we featuring Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond the whole damn lineup? Tyrese Maxey's on the floor. Will you guys give Tyrese Maxey the basketball, please? God. Thank you. And now Nurse calls a timeout. He's probably going to be like, hey, man, just because you guys are on the floor doesn't mean you're the star of the show here. Give Tyrese Maxey the damn basketball. Hula fun, listening to you touch to sleep. That is real sicko behavior, man. That is real sicko behavior. 4 o'clock in the morning in the UK, you are awake watching a Sixers game. Yo, I wonder if I would be awake at 4 a.m. watching a Sixers game. I mean, there'll never be a Sixers game on at that time, so I would never know, but I probably would. That's insane, but I probably would. 5 a.m. in Germany for Muhammad Lee. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to listeners and viewers from all over the planet. Another UK. Dean Migley. It's wild. It's wild how many viewers and listeners are from other countries. I'm always surprised, I guess, but appreciative. Pleasantly surprised. And I don't know. There's no word. I can't. It's too late. I don't do this at 11 o'clock at night. I can't think of words, man. Grateful is the word I was looking for. Jesus. Tyrese Maxey inbounding the ball here with 5 seconds on the shot clock. And, man, at this rate, Kyle Lowry's plus minus is going to be a minus 40. Maxey, a step back 3 over Sabonis, back of the rim. I mean, they were down by 7 in the first quarter. He went to the bench. They went up by 12. He comes back in the game. The lead's back to 5 again. De'Aaron Fox over Maxey in the paint. I don't know how you call that a foul, really, but they did. De'Aaron Fox goes to the free throw line. Could cut this lead to 3. Awkward Actor, right, man? What's up? Yeah, no problem, brother. Thank you for the support. Awkward Actor, purchased one of the Sickos hoodies off of the website. Sent me a photo of him wearing it. And I posted them on the Run It Back Philly Instagram story. If you have any Sickos shirts, whatever, send me a picture. DM me a photo on Instagram wearing the merch, and I'll post you on the Run It Back Philly Instagram story. And, yeah. I don't know if that equals, followers or not for you guys. I know there's like 2,000, 3,000 viewers on those stories. So if that gets you a couple numbers on Instagram, that's pretty cool too. We got a loose ball foul here on Malik Monk. And Sixers will inbound it. A minute and 52 left in the second quarter. Kyle Lowry, Paul George. Paul George hands off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey right wing, Hezzy, kick out to Kyle Lowry, catch and shoot three. That's off. Yabusele keeps it alive, but Paul George can't handle it at about half court, and it's Kings ball. Oh yeah, Paul George is back. I forgot that he even got hurt, man. 54-51, Fox drives, kickouts to Sabonis, Keon Ellis, Trey Lyles, Ellis, three, top of the key, and hits it. Keon Ellis hits a three around the screen and ties the game at 54. That's what I get for saying Keon Ellis isn't good or isn't impressing me or whatever. He blocked a Caleb Martin three after that. Now he ties the game. Yabusele missed a three from the right wing. And Keon Ellis brings the ball across half. Oh, my goodness. I thought he was pulling up again. Lowry's not even guarding him out there. Monk back to Sabonis. Lost the ball. Caleb Martin fights for it and has it. Yabusele gets it up to Paul George. Paul George swings it to Caleb Martin. He's wide open for three. And he hits it. Caleb Martin. Wow, Caleb Martin is becoming consistent for the first time this season, man. I don't know what that shoulder impingement was that he was dealing with the first 20 games or so, but it's to the point now where if Caleb Martin's that open, you feel like he's hitting it. Here's Malik Monk, a catch and shoot three. That's back of the rim. Sixers up 57-54, 25 seconds left in the second quarter. And Maxey will play for maybe the last shot. No, there's about 5-second difference. Paul George on the left wing drives and is stripped by Sabonis for three. That's off. And De'Aaron Fox at the buzzer. And he hits it. Wow. De'Aaron Fox hits a three at the buzzer and ties the game 57-57 at halftime. We have ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a game, man. Yeah, I thought that was a Sabonis travel too. He lost the ball. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what the technical rule is. If you lose the ball, do you have to dribble it? If you don't have possession, technically it's not a travel, but does that mean you can just go like this and juggle the ball all the way down the floor? You know what I'm saying? Charles said, I don't understand how you're watching the game 3 seconds ahead. I'm watching on YouTube TV, but I'm also on a very fast Verizon internet connection. But Charles, just pause me, bro. Pause me on YouTube. Click me on YouTube. Pause me. And line me up with your TV, and you're good to go, man. And if I'm 10 seconds behind, pause your TV and sync it up. Come on, guys. Raphael says I'm 3 seconds. Sync me up, bro. What are you guys doing? Why are you watching the whole game with the thing not synced up, bro? Hey, it's too late for you guys too, man. I think I'm going to go get myself a beer, to be honest with you. I'll be right back. I need some eye drops too. I look like a Kensington native. Did I just say that? All right, I'll be right back. Yeah. We have ourselves a game. We have ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. 57-57 at halftime. Hey, man. Happy New Year to all you guys, man. It is officially 2025. Can the 76ers start the year with a dub? Have yourself an adult beverage if you are of age to celebrate the new year. What'd you guys do last night, man? What'd you guys do last night? Were you out partying, you young party kids? What were you guys doing last night, man? I was not. It's been a good time. Aunt C said he went to sleep. Hell yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I was watching the Penn State game over here at my house with my parents. I was falling asleep by about the beginning of the fourth quarter. Ja was at the club. Shout out to Dean, man. Happy New Year to you, bro. What you guys think about Penn State, man? Shut down one of the best running backs in college football history last night. A player who Boise State went toe-to-toe with Oregon earlier in the year. 37-34. And GT had 224 yards in that game. College football has no defense. Well, then, I mean, I just said Penn State shut down one of the best running backs in the history of the game last night. And your response to that is college football has no defense. That's pretty wild that a team had a historic defensive effort last night. Those two things don't add up. Ashton Jeanty is overrated. Wow. 33 yards away from Barry Sanders' college football rushing record from 1988. The record hasn't been broken. 1988. Ashton Jeanty was 33 yards away from the all-time record. And Luca says he is overrated. Wow. These takes in the chat are wild. That dude is a monster. Are you serious, bro? Bro, he averaged 192 a game all season. All right, let me tell you this. Luca, here's another good stat for you. Ashton Jeanty this season had more yards per carry. No. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Didn't show when they needed him most. Bro, did you watch the game? He couldn't do anything. You need your offensive line to block. Penn State was blowing up that line all night. What was he supposed to do? But here's a good stat for you, Luca. Ashton Jeanty has more yards after contact than the second best running back in college football has total yards. Come on, bro. I don't know how you can call that overrated. More yards after contact than the second best running back had total yards. Come on, man. Anyway, shout out to Penn State for stopping that run last night. And we'll see what they can do, man. We'll see what they can do. I'm not a huge college football guy, but I'm enjoying this college football playoffs thing, man. Speaking of which, some big games tonight, right? Wasn't there some big games tonight? Wasn't there a big Ohio State game? Wasn't there a big Notre Dame game or Michigan or... Anyway, speaking of sports in general, these watch-alongs are brought to you by our friends at BetUS. And you can get 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit and 125 on your next two, up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150 over at BetUS. And what you do is, here, listen, man, you go over to BetUS, you click on live, and no, you don't do that. That's not what you do. A new live betting experience right here from BetUS. The 76ers money line right now on the Kings is a plus 149. A tie game 57-57. And they're a plus 149 at halftime? Am I seeing that right? All right, screw it, man. All right, you got me, BetUS. BetUS got me. Should I do it or am I going to jinx them? Should I do it or am I going to jinx them, guys? Should I do it or am I going to jinx them? Nah, we're not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't want to jinx them. But BetUS also has a custom prop builder on their website. And what you do is you go to all. You don't go to live. You go to all and you go to prop builder. And then you can choose your sport. You can choose all the players. You can build your parlay, your same game parlay from top to bottom. Player by player, stat by stat. As you see here, you can go to, we're in NFL right now. You can go to NBA. There's one game to bet on here, Boston at Minnesota. And you can just choose the player, Jaylen Brown, for example. And you can choose the stat, 3-point field goals made. And you can choose Jaylen Brown, 3 threes made as part of your parlay. And you can build your whole parlay top to bottom. Player by player, stat by stat. Over on BetUS, again, 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit and 125 on your next two. Up to $2,000 using promo code YouTube150. Shout out to BetUS for continuing to sponsor the channel. 350 people in here at halftime. Shout out to you guys for being here after 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. Happy New Year to you again. By the way, Founders, where's my sponsor? Founders Breakfast Stout. The best damn breakfast stout. The best damn coffee stout ever made. And I don't know if any of you guys are into stouts like I am. I don't drink much anymore, but when I do, I love to have me a nice, dark stout. Coffee. We got double chocolate coffee oatmeal stout. That's what this is, bro. And it's about 8.5%, so about half of one of these will have you feeling real nice, you know what I mean? That's all you need, man. It's perfect. That's all you need. If you're of age, by the way. Do not underage drink. Okay? YouTube makes me say that anytime I mention. Anyway, Hayden, thanks for the super chat. The Texas game was insane. The Ducks got blown out, and Notre Dame plays tomorrow at 4 because the New Orleans stuff. Oh, damn. All right. Word to that. Oregon got blown out. All right, now I got to check this. Wow. I know Oregon had some run-ins this season with some unranked teams where it seemed like they were kind of a fraud. You know, it seemed like they were, 41-21. The 13-0 Oregon Ducks go down 41-21 to Ohio State. And now the bracket is looking like Penn State will play the winner of Notre Dame and Georgia tomorrow. Then you got Texas at Ohio State. That's the Final Four. Wow. All right, second half underway here for the Sixers. It's 57-57. I know Oregon had a couple close calls with some unranked teams this year. That's That's wild that, I mean, shout out to Ohio State, I guess, for a good win. Paul George with a missed jump shot right there. Kings have it on the other side. DeMar DeRozan getting to his mid-range jump shot. That's money. That is absolute money. I mean, I'm willing to bet DeMar DeRozan shoots a higher percentage off the dribble from the free throw line than he does at the actual free throw line. There's just nothing you can do about that. He's money from that spot. Caleb Martin, actually the same exact spot on the other end, hits one. So Caleb Martin says, you got a mid-range jumper. I got one too. Here's De'Aaron Fox trying to get in the paint. Yabusele's on the floor. Caleb Martin comes up with it. But now the Kings have it. Malik Monk drives. Kyle Lowry takes a charge, and it's going to be a charge on Malik Monk. That is the heads-up stuff that Kyle Lowry still does. Is, a loose ball, all of that going on, and he has the wherewithal to run over there and take a charge like that. It's just a thing that he's always thinking about. He's always been great at it. If he doesn't have much else left in his game, at least he has that. Maxey drives, looked like he got fouled. Paul George a catch and shoot three, and he hits it. Maxey thought he got fouled, almost lost the ball, somehow got it to Paul George in the corner, and Paul George hits another three. So he didn't leave the game with the hip contusion. He came back in, and he still has the shot falling. Sixers up 3. And here's Caleb Martin on the left wing. An ISO on DeMar DeRozan. Caleb Martin drives, kicks it to Yabusele, wide open for 3 in the corner, and he's a good shooter too. Yabusele hits a 3. DeMar DeRozan's looking at the rest of his team like, what the hell, guys? Are you guys going to rotate? Are you guys going to play defense here? Sixers with 7 straight. Caleb Martin, Paul George, Gershon Yabusele. Maxey made that pass to Paul George while he was yelling at the official. Did you guys see that replay in slow motion? He lost the ball, grabbed it with his left hand, and no look passed it to Paul George as he was screaming at the ref. Bro, I don't know if I've ever seen a player get an assist while screaming at an official. That's funny as hell. Maxey, Keon Ellis on him. The Kings are running they're running a zone now. They're going to double team Maxey at the top of the key and run a zone. That's an interesting strategy here, especially since we've been making threes. Now Maxey gets in the lane, lefty floater for Tyrese Maxey on a Kyrie Irving bag. Wow. He's telling Malik Monk, I don't know, bro. I just threw it up. Sixers on a 10-1 run in the last minute and 40 seconds. The Kings have resorted to playing a zone defense, and it has not worked yet. And now Malik Monk, a tough take right there at the rim. Paul George contested, but good finish by Monk. Sixers up 5. Paul George on the right wing from Yabusele. Paul George elbow jump shot. He's feeling it tonight, but that one's off. Kings get it up to De'Aaron Fox. Fox drives middle of the lane. Wow. What a take by De'Aaron Fox right there. Right hand through contact, hangs in the air and finishes. Didn't get the foul call. Yabusele another 3, and he got it. Gershon Yabusele letting everybody know, you better guard me because I can let it fly. Yabusele is second 3 of this third quarter. Sabonis tries to sneak another backdoor pass, and it's another turnover for the Kings. I don't know I know Domantas Sabonis can pass the ball a little bit, but I feel like he thinks he's Nikola Jokic in his mind. Yabusele cutting Tyrese Maxey, kicks it out to Caleb Martin. I don't know why he didn't shoot that, but he drives and blows a wide open layup somehow. And now Lowry gets called for a foul after the rebound. Caleb Martin still passes up wide open threes sometimes. And I'm not sure how he missed that, but I've learned, I haven't watched a lot of Caleb Martin intently. Obviously, I'm not a Miami Heat fan or anything, but players like Caleb Martin, Kelly Oubre, role player guys like that, those are just things you're going to live with. They're going to do great things, and then once in a while, they're going to miss a wide open layup, and you're going to say, what the hell? Here's Paul George, drives left, kicks it over to Martin. He was open again and passed it. Kyle Lowry, a step back three. I would have taken pretty much anything over that. Missed it badly off the front of the rim. DeRozan down the lane, wide open layup because Lowry's standing in the paint. And now it's back to 4. We got to get Kyle Lowry off the floor, guys. I'm sorry. It was cool that he took a charge or whatever, but he's overstaying his welcome right now. Tyrese Maxey, a step back 3. Got it. Maxey on a just like that hesitation 3 where he's like in between a dribble, isn't really looking at the rim, kind of looks like he's waiting for a screen or something. It's almost like a decoy hesitation, and then he steps back and shoots it. And here he is, left side, up and under, draws a foul of Malik Monk and Tyrese Maxey going to the free throw line. Let's see if Nick Nurse goes Justin Edwards at all the rest of this game. I love that play from Maxey. I don't think I've ever talked about that like that, and I don't think I've ever seen it really. Where a player he gets the ball kind of curling around a screen or whatever, and he really makes it look like he's waiting for another screen or waiting to hand it off or something, and then he just takes a dribble and steps back and catches the defense off guard. I might give up if I see another step back 3 from Nobody, I promise you, nobody wants to watch a step back 3 from Kyle Lowry. Rank baseball, basketball, football, and hockey on how much you like them in order. I don't watch hockey at all. So there's that. I would like to, actually. I would like to, but I feel like there's not enough time in my life. And now, since I started this YouTube channel, this Sixers have absolutely taken over my life. I hardly even watch any other sports really at all, to be honest with you. I just keep up with things on, social media or whatever. But overall, man, basketball is my number one. It's always been my number one. When I was a kid, I was just talking to my family group chat last night, maybe a couple nights ago. Because my family were wrestlers, and they tried to make me a wrestler when I was in elementary school. And I was bone skinny, man. I was the skinniest, weakest kid. And I don't know why you would think I should be a wrestler. And so I got slammed on the mat a couple times, and then I started playing basketball. I was like, wait a minute. I can score and they're not allowed to touch me? Sign me up. I can score points and people will celebrate me, and the defense is not allowed to touch me. And actually, if they touch me, I get to score more points. That's why I started playing basketball literally because my family tried to make me a wrestler. And then football, number 2, always been a huge Eagles fan. And I was a wide receiver on my middle school football team. I actually had the 2 longest receptions of the season on my middle school football team. Never scored a touchdown one time, but I did catch an out pattern one time, turned up the sideline, went all the way down the sideline and dove into the end zone, and I was out at the half-yard line, and somebody else scored a touchdown. So I came this close to scoring a touchdown in middle school. Kind of the story of my life. This close to greatness. But then Maxey hits the first free throw. But then we had a high school football coach that was kind of a hard ass, and he was an asshole about how skinny I was. I was built probably like Devontae Smith, you know, a small, much smaller version of Devontae Smith, but I was a very skinny wide receiver. And I had this asshole high school coach who demanded that I gain weight, and I was like, I can't gain any weight, bro. And so I didn't play in high school. Which, whatever. And then I started lifting weights. It took me 20 years to gain 50 pounds. This guy thought I could gain 30 pounds when I was in high school. It took me 20 years to gain 50 pounds. Anyway, 75-66. Paul George tripped up here by Sabonis. Lands hard on the floor again. Paul George getting beat up, man. Hey, how much you want to make a bet I can throw a football over them mountains? I was nice, bro. And I'm 38, and I'm going to get back into playing. Last 2 times I tried to get back into playing, I got injured. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yabusele loses the ball here. Sabonis has it. Yabusele somehow gets called for a foul right there. Sixers still up 9. 405 people in here. Everybody hit the like button for me one time, please. It really helps the channel out a lot if you enjoy these watch-alongs. Or if you're just a random Kings fan that tuned in, just do me a favor, hit the like button. Here's Keon Ellis for 3. Throws it off, got his own board back, and then threw it off of Kyle Lowry somehow. And the Kings keep it, so a heads-up play by Keon Ellis. Yeah, man, the last 2 years I tried to get back into playing basketball. I shattered my ankle 2 years ago. Every ligament in my right ankle. Was on crutches for 2 months. It was terrible. It was the worst thing ever. Then I got back into it last year and pulled my hamstring. We're going to try again soon. We're going to try again soon, boys. Keon Ellis for 3 off a Malik Monk assist. Back of the rim. Sabonis keeps it alive over Kyle Lowry. Not sure why he's still in the game. Malik Monk, top of the key. Down to Sabonis, who lays it in over, guess who? Kyle Lowry. Again, not sure why he's still in the game. He's just literally a chair. He's a chair on defense. I'm not saying another point guard would stand a chance against Sabonis, but he's a chair, bro. Paul George all the way down the lane, right hand lay, slides into the cameraman. He's back on his feet. It's okay. Paul George taking a physical beating here in this game. But you know what, man? I got to credit Paul George in this game, man. He's taking the ball to the rim, and he's playing through contact, and he's landing on the floor. He's playing a really tough game. This is the toughest game I've seen Paul George play in a Sixers uniform. I'm going to say that. Is that fair to say? I'm going to say that. Dean, you ruptured your ankle ligaments? Dude, and I've done it before when I was in my teens, you know, but the recovery time when you're in your mid-30s is, oh my God, it was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad. Now if I play basketball again, here's what I'm doing. I'm shooting threes and I'm passing the ball. I'm not even touching the painted area. Keon Ellis for 3 on the left side off a Malik Monk assist, and he hits it 77-71. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter here. See if the Sixers can get back up over a 10-point lead here. Yabusele screen. Maxey splits the defense. Euro step in the lane, but he blows the layup somehow. He had a wide open layup. A beautiful Euro step. And now Trey Lyles a catch and shoot 3 on the other side. Every time I talk, why do I keep talking about extending the lead? Every single time I say it. Every time I say it. Paul George, lefty layover Sabonis. Another really nice take by Paul George. Switching hands that time and laying it in with the left. And now he plays tough defense on Malik Monk here and gets called for a foul. That's a bad call. I mean, Paul George straight up and down in the paint. Malik Monk just dove into him sideways and got bailed out. I mean, I'm not sure how you call that a foul. Come on, NBC, show me the replay. I'm not sure how you call that a foul. Paul George has 27 points right now. Mohammed said, I'm 36 and I'm still playing center. It hurts more and more, dude. I've been in the gym lifting weights on and off for 20 years, so I always stay in pretty good shape, but conditioning-wise, probably not so much. Conditioning shape and is a different kind of shape, so we'll see how long it takes me to get back into playing. Paul George, another three, has 30 points here with 3:50 left in the third. He actually might go for a 40-piece. Maxey, a steal. Oh, what happened? Tyrese is screaming at the official right here. Oh, Tyrese thinks he got pushed out of bounds on that steal. They called him out of bounds. If y'all want to see any of my weightlifting progress, follow my personal Instagram page at I am DJ Eastwood. Wait, I don't think that's what it's called anymore. Never mind. But if y'all find my personal Instagram page, I post my weightlifting progress on there. De'Aaron Fox, tough take, floater in traffic, 4-point game. 4-point game, 82-78. Paul George, top of the keys, really feeling himself. Yabusele drives. Yabusele lay in. Nobody home because Paul George had Sabonis out at the 3-point line. So another play, another player, and another play benefiting off of the gravity Paul George is drawing right here. Another heads-up play by PG just to even kick that over to Yabusele as... Sabonis is out there at the 3-point line, and Paul George has the, basketball IQ to say there's no center in the paint. So instead of taking a bad shot, he kicks it over to Yabusele, and Yabu goes into paint, and there's nobody home. Wow. Wow, guys. Yabusele has been great, hasn't he, man? Hasn't he? He's been... Sabonis commits so many moving screens. Cardio is more important than muscles. I mean, more important for what? Depends. More important for what? More important for playing basketball? Yeah, probably. I just like lifting weights because it's therapeutic for me. It's absolutely therapeutic for me. Lowry, 17 minutes, 0 points, 0 for 3 from the field, and a chair on defense. Yes, it has been pretty bad. What figure is that next to Embiid behind you? Oh, that's me. Oh, he fell over. That's me. My girlfriend made me a custom what's this called, bro? A pop thing or a bop? What's this called? Look, he has a Sickos hoodie on too. You can't see it, but he has a Sickos hoodie on. Funko Pop, yeah. 382 in the stream. That's what's up. Sixers have the ball, 84-78, 3 minutes left in the third. Maxey top of the key. Paul George sets a screen. Maxey shoots a three, and Maxey hits a three. Another decoy play, you know what I mean? It looked like Paul George was about to come and take the handoff, or he was setting up a play, and Maxey just shoots it. So the Kings really don't have any answers right now. They're trying to, kind of set up the defense to try to stop Paul George, who has 30 points in 3 quarters. And then Maxey takes advantage of the defense really playing off of him. Pick your poison, you know? Maxey drives, kicks to Paul George. Paul George in the corner. He hesitated, but he let it fly anyway. He missed that one. 87-78. This is a great game for Paul George, man. And man, if he gets that shot back, Maxey, Embiid, and PG together are going to be tough to stop. Here's Sabonis, a wide open layup because he elbowed Ricky Council in the face. Apparently, he's allowed to do that. Ricky Council holding his face, looking at the refs like, bro, you elbowed me in the mouth. No call, but if Wemby throws himself across the floor, we're ejecting players. Maxey missed the layup. Ricky Council had the offensive board, tried to kick it out to Yabusele, and it's a turnover. And here is Kevin Huerter. He turns it over. I feel like calling Kevin Huerter Andy Santino. What do you guys think about that? Tyrese Maxey drives with the left, finish through traffic, puts the Sixers back up 9. Any of you guys know who Andy Santino is? I'm going to call Kevin Huerter Andy Santino from now on. De'Aaron Fox, top of the key, 10 on the shot clock. Screen from Sabonis, down to Sabonis. Kicks it out to DeMar DeRozan for 3. We'll take that all day. Looked like it was out on the Kings, but it's staying here. Yabusele's telling him it's why, challenge that. I'm not sure what just happened. I do find it interesting that Sabonis had Eric Gordon in the paint right there and passed it out to DeMar DeRozan for 3. Brickavelli says hit the like button for Sixers win by 9. I need more than 9. I don't feel comfortable. Hit the like button for your boy Eastwood. Yeah. Vlad, yeah, he's a comedian, man. Really funny comedian. Game was tied when Lowry went out. Yeah. Lowry's plus minus is going to be so bad in this game, dude. Dude, somebody look it up. What's Kyle Lowry's plus minus right now? It has to be a minus 20 at least. Has to be. It's only a minus 7. Wow. I thought it was way worse than that. Seems like every time he's in, we blow the lead. Every time he goes to the bench, we go back up. Keon Ellis, a catch and shoot 3. That's off. Reggie Jackson. It was minus George, another 3. That was 40% down and came back out. That would have been a big time shot right there. Would have put the Sixers up 12, but I'm loving the confidence from Paul George, and we'll see if he can have his first 40 piece as a Sixer, man. De'Aaron Fox, free throw line, kicks it out to Keon Ellis, wide open. Can't get it to go. The Kings are now missing wide open shots. Paul George, 3 left in the third quarter, and they interesting. They had a foul to give? Did they have a foul to give right there? And now they're in the bonus. I was gonna say, why would they intentionally foul if they're in the bonus? And the Sixers inbound the ball to Tyrese Maxey and get called for a backcourt violation? What the hell was that? Still up 9. I feel like we're going to have a very interesting fourth quarter here. I feel like it's going to get physical in the fourth quarter. It's been pretty physical the whole game, really. I feel like it's about to get physical in the fourth quarter. Andy Santino inbounds the ball to Trey Lyles, who shoots a 3 at the buzzer, and it's off. Sixers up 89-80 after 3. Paul George with 30 points in 3 quarters. Joel and Draymond going to go at it tomorrow night. Hey, man, shout out to that. Nationally televised game. Who would have thought? Look at us. Look at us, man. Who would have thought? First 20 games of the season were so hard to watch. And now we beat the Celtics fully healthy. I mean, not without Porzingis, but Porzingis hasn't played basketball in 5 years. My boy Steph, man, when the Celtics signed Porzingis, I was like, okay, he's not going to play. No Drew Holiday, fine, but the Sixers were out a couple players. We were actually out a lot of players. We were out Andre Drummond, KJ Martin. Dude, we were down. That was a huge win. Beat the Celtics on Christmas Day. Now tomorrow we get a Warriors nationally televised game. We'll get Joel Embiid back. We'll see if Paul George plays the back-to-back, especially after landing on his hip like he landed on his hip in the first quarter. Yeah, Jared McCain was out, but I think he's out for a while. Daryl feeling vindicated. I think the whole beginning of the season, it's not like I was complaining about the team overall. It was the fact that Embiid and Paul George weren't playing, and you signed 2 guys who were injury prone. One of them is almost 35 years old. That's what my main frustration was, is that like you signed these guys to massive contracts and we're 3-14 and neither of them can get on the floor. You know what I mean? So it was such a like depressing outlook. Because it was like, yeah, if you can get them on the floor, then you could start to build off of something. But if they can't stay on the floor, you're cooked. So now you get, almost 10 games in a row now that they've both been on the floor and everything looks a lot better. Hopefully they can continue that. But, so the people that do the like, keep that same energy or that's not what you were saying and whatever, I'm like, bro. Obviously, the roster's top heavy, but obviously it'll be a lot better with those guys on the floor. It just felt like it was never going to happen. Now Paul George is wrapping himself with that heating pad. As we start the fourth, De'Aaron Fox jump shot over Reggie Jackson, hits it. 90-82. Maxey bringing it across half. Can the 76ers keep this lead? I'm not going to say it. I almost said it again. I'm not going to say it. Ricky Council in the paint, left hand, got physical there. Couldn't finish, but a nice strong take by Ricky Council. Keon Ellis over to De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox elbow jumper. And that's 2 jumpers in a row for De'Aaron Fox. And now, don't let him get comfortable right there. De'Aaron Fox, 2 mid-range jumpers in a row. Looked effortless. Reggie Jackson gets it out to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey lost the ball twice. Andre Drummond down low, and Ed Malloy called a 3-second violation. What a loser Ed Malloy is, man. I'm sure he's real fun at parties, you know what I mean? Nope. Stop the nice play, everybody. 3-second violation, you know? I bet Ed Malloy was a snitch in college. I bet Ed Malloy was at the frat party calling the cops for underage drinking. There's a lot of people under 21 here. I just want to let you guys know. That's Ed Malloy. Tyrese Maxey in the paint. Kicks it out to Eric Gordon. Oh, my God. Eric Gordon trying to... Oh, my God. What is he doing? Oh, my God. Eric Gordon somehow got it to Ricky Council, who went behind the back to Andre Drummond and turned it over. What is this? What am I watching? Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. Now Doug McDermott's going to hit a 3. No, he missed it, but Reggie Jackson gets called for a loose ball foul. Eric Gordon saw Doug McDermott, who he outran on a play in the first half and scored on a fast break. So he sees Doug McDermott here in the fourth quarter and decides, I'm going to cook him again, and just has probably the most, just the worst possession I've ever seen in my life. Just the worst possession I've ever seen in my life. I mean, God. The combination of Eric Gordon trying to ISO and turning the ball over 7 times in one possession, and then Ricky Council trying to make a behind-the-back pass to Andre Drummond. Like, what in the hell is going on? We need to get it together, and it's up to Tyrese Maxey here. Floater at the free throw line. He got it. Deliver us from evil, Tyrese. Center us. Bring us down to earth. We got another turnover. Great defense from Caleb Martin right there on DeMar DeRozan. Blocked the shot. DeMar got the ball back, and then he stole it again. And here's Maxey, top of the key, De'Aaron Fox. Maxey, a deep 3 over Fox. Short off the front of the rim. Sixers up 8. Man, if we keep doing what happened 2 possessions ago, we're going to lose this game. You need to run the game through Tyrese Maxey. And everybody, man, here's the thing, man. Know your damn role and shut your damn mouth. You know? There's no reason for Eric Gordon to be trying to do any of that. No reason for it. Know your damn role. The hell are you doing, bro? De'Aaron Fox, that's a terrible call. I hate that call, bro. And the referee on the baseline made the call? Dude, De'Aaron Fox just pulled a Jalen Brunson on Caleb Martin right here, man. He dribbles around the defender and jumps backwards, and the referee called the foul. Just terrible. Why do NBA officials fall for this stuff? Time and time again. Why should you be allowed to dribble around a defender and then jump backwards? They got to get it together, man. The NBA has to get it together. It's just ridiculous that somebody would ever blow the whistle when you see that happen. Just ridiculous to get 2 shots out of that. God, I hate it. Why are you running in the opposite direction of the rim while you're shooting the ball? Make it make sense. You know what I mean? Here's Maxey. Eric Gordon, a catch and shoot 3. That's off to the right. Reggie Jackson, though, an offensive rebound. That wasn't in my bingo cards. Tyrese Maxey, a step back 3 over Dougie McBuckets, and he missed everything. Hit the side of the, or not the side of the backboard, but the backboard next to the rim. Didn't hit the rim at all. Now it's a 6-point game. DeMar DeRozan wide open, drives all the way into the lane and lays it in. And now it's a 4-point game. Ever since Eric Gordon tried to be an offensive threat, everything went downhill. Andre Drummond turnaround hook shot over Trey Lyles, so at least Andre Drummond still has the L2 square going on. Can we play some defense here? De'Aaron Fox in the paint, quick crossover. Man, he's so quick, man. De'Aaron Fox is really feeling it here in the fourth quarter. That's going to be hard to stop. Caleb Martin, ISO. Wow. Caleb Martin just puts a shoulder into DeRozan, knocks him out of the paint, and lays it in. A little bully ball here from Caleb Martin. De'Aaron Fox again. Oh, my God. My God, what does De'Aaron Fox have in the fourth quarter? Like 15 points already. He's absolutely giving us buckets, man. Bro, De'Aaron Fox is on a heater. That was such bad defense right there where Andre Drummond and Reggie Jackson rotated to the same guy and left DeMar DeRozan wide open. Tyrese Maxey, 10 on the shot clock. We need a bucket right here. Oh, my God. That was not it. Caleb Martin and Paul George were almost in the same spot. A massive miscommunication right there by the Sixers. And now I don't even really know where Maxey tried to pass it. Now we have a miss and an Andre Drummond rebound. Keon Ellis is on the floor. Andre Drummond's looking at him like, bro, were you really trying to get that rebound over me? Paul George over to Maxey. Maxey, a deep three. And he gets it. Tyrese Maxey gives the Sixers some more breathing room here. Whew. Sixers back up 7. Maxey and Paul George are having a conversation. He's like, bro, I was going out to the 3 line. You tried to pass it to me. I wasn't there yet. You threw it out of bounds. It wasn't my fault. But Tyrese Maxey's back in his groove lately to where, like, you know, you feel like if he shoots a couple of those, he's going to make them. He's bound to make some. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the people are nowhere close. He's back to that level of confidence and being comfortable in his shot that those deep step back threes are probably like mid 30% for Maxey, you know, 35, 37. It is midnight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out. I guess it is officially January 2nd. Maybe had to lay off the weights. It might have been it, man. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. Putting on muscle can definitely affect your jump shot. It can definitely affect your jump shot when you're used to shooting the ball a certain way. I pulled off Celtics miracle. Let's do it again with the hurt pills. The heart pills. I don't know what that means. That's why KD don't lift weights. Yo, Kevin Durant said, nah, bro. Remember when Kevin Durant first came in the league? Everybody's like, oh, he needs to gain weight. He needs to gain weight. He was like, nope. Nope. I really think the tightness of your muscles probably, you know, more than really gaining weight and gaining strength. Lifting weights tightens your muscles a lot. And if you've been playing your whole career and then suddenly you go in one off season and go and hit the weights hard, just your overall flexibility and stuff is different. And your arm muscles are tighter and stuff. It can really affect your shot. Definitely can. Yeah, man, I never really agree with like the whole like he needs to put on weight type of thing. You know, players do, genetics is a thing, dude. You know, certain players are certain sizes and it is what it is, you know. Look at somebody like Desmond Bane, you know, in Memphis. It's not like he did something special to get built like that. He's just built like that. You know what I mean? Some guys are big and muscular. Some guys are skinny. It's shoot the ball. You don't have to put on muscle. I guess he wanted to be stronger defensively, but whatever. Tyrese drives right, kicks it all the way back to Eric Gordon, who shoots a floater in the lane and gets it. Oh my goodness. The Eric Gordon floater is falling. Wow. Sixers up 9 after an Eric Gordon floater. And now Sabonis is flopping around a screen, and the officials reward that, and Caleb Martin is complaining about it. You know what, Kings? This is why you suck, and this is why your coach ended up being the scapegoat. You guys play like frauds. Flopping all over the place. The basketball gods will never allow you to win by playing like that. Never. That was a double dribble. Nick Nurse is screaming at the ref. Sabonis double dribble right in front of his face. Now Malik Monk takes a hard foul from Andre Drummond, and he's going to go to the free throw line. I mean, an obvious double dribble right in front of the referee. And Nick Nurse was losing his mind. Eric Gordon recovered from his right oral. What was right oral surgery? What does that even mean? He got a molar removed, or he got his wisdom teeth out, or Eric Gordon back after right oral surgery. (101-94). Tyrese Maxey drives on Herter, attacks Herter to be specific, and is going to the free throw line. Kevin Herter's like, bro, that was assault, man. He's looking at the replay. Kevin Herter just got absolutely bullied by Tyrese Maxey and cannot figure out why they called a defensive foul. This is a guy who gave us 27 points in a playoff game, in an elimination game in Atlanta. And now he's just Andy Santino. Crazy. That's crazy, isn't it? Gave Ben Simmons 26 points in an elimination game. And now he's just Andy Santino. There's a Sixers fan wearing a Wilt Chamberlain jersey telling Kings fans to shut up. Don't talk too much trash, man. We're only up by 9. We got to survive this. Malik Monk for 3. Oh, thank God that's off. We got a cold Malik Monk game, so that's good. 103-94. A cold Malik Monk game, so that's good. I mean, we would have a lot more trouble if he was making those shots. Here's Maxey on Herter again. Kicks it over to Paul George. Paul George gets in the paint. Floater off the rim. Gets his own rebound. Still fighting for it and has it. Paul George, 2 offensive rebounds in the same possession. And 10 on the shot clock. And he's going right back at Keon Ellis. Ellis flopped. Paul George fell down. I got scared for a second there. It looked like his knee. Kind of looked like his knee gave out, but he's back up on his feet. They called an offensive foul right there. They called the push off on Paul George. He got a second offensive rebound in that possession and then got a little bit ahead of himself. Should have brought it back. Another mid-range jumper for De'Aaron Fox. He's absolutely crushing us from the mid-range. If the old heads actually still watched basketball, they would not be saying the NBA is all threes and layups. When you watch a game like this. Tyrese Maxey, a lot of contact there. No call. I guess that was clean. Now Malik Monk has it again. Malik Monk gets in the paint again. Another tough layup. And they called a foul on... I'm not sure who they called a foul on. Drummond? Malik Monk going to the free throw line. Nick Nurse screaming at the refs. But hey, man, this game's an old school NBA game, man. This game's an old school knockdown, drag out fight, man. A lot of mid-range jumpers, a lot of drives to the rim, a lot of physicality. It's an old school physical basketball game right here. I guess that's a good call. Paul George bodied Monk a little bit on that layup. Paul George with 5 personal fouls. I mean, did Paul George foul out last game? Or he just didn't play a lot because of his foul trouble? But here he is in foul trouble again. 5 personal fouls for Paul George. Hey, shout out to everybody in here. If you're brand new here, man, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button for me one time. Shout out to the sponsor of all of these watch-alongs, our friends at BetUS. Get a 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit and 125% on your next 2 by using promo code YouTube150 on BetUS. Thank you guys for being here on another late one, man, as my camera shuts off. My camera's tired of being up here this late. All right. You know what I'm going to do, man? I'm going to do this live right here because I keep forgetting to do it. I've been using, for years now, I've been using a knockoff power adapter for this camera. It's a power adapter that turns a DSLR camera and gives you 24/7 power on a DSLR camera. I've been using a knockoff power adapter for years. I'm pretty sure that's why it cuts out once in a while because it's not getting enough juice. And so I'm just going to go buy the Canon one. I'm just going to go purchase the Canon one because, I mean, what are we doing here? What is that? All right, I got to look at it later and make sure I actually get the right one. So I'll screenshot it so I don't forget. I need to just actually buy the Canon power adapter because what am I doing? What am I doing here? Spend the money, dummy. We need Error 70 merch. Much cheaper, God. Absolutely. The Canon one is $98. The Amazon one was $21, but I mean, it's worth the $98 if it's going to stop freezing on me, right? Did Nick Nurse challenge that play? Well, Malik Monk's at the free throw line either way. 103-97. 103-98 after the free throws. The Sixers are only up by 5. I just do not feel like they're going to lose this game, though. They've been in control the whole game since the second half of the first quarter. I don't feel like they're losing this game. Maxey kicks over to Eric Gordon, swings it to Caleb Martin, pump fakes. A tough mid-range jump shot for Caleb Martin. I mean, tough. And then says something to the players on the Kings bench. Put the 76ers up 7. That is a tough shot for Caleb Martin. Not the first one he's made tonight. And Tyrese Maxey off a steal now has a layup on the other end. Sixers with a 4-point run here after a timeout. De'Aaron Fox got in trouble right there, threw the ball away. Malik Monk back to Sabonis. Here is Ellis, top of the key, stonewalled by Paul George. And now Fox around a screen in the paint again. More great defense from Paul George, but De'Aaron Fox just better offense right there. Great finish. Really good defense from PG at the rim right there. De'Aaron Fox, a tough finish. And it is back to a 7-point game. This is a straight battle, man. This game is a straight battle right now. Eric Gordon deserves 38 minutes a game after this one. Please no. Please no. I was hoping I would see Justin Edwards back in the game in the second half, but I guess not. It's really interesting that Nurse put him in there in the end of the first quarter. I wonder why. Was it just that Paul George went out when he hurt his hip? I don't really know, man. We all thought Edwards was getting his chance, and then we didn't see him again. Noah Dembona. I don't think it was too crazy to say that, from the beginning of this season, Dembona and Justin Edwards should have had at least an opportunity to be part of the rotation. Nick Nurse has not given them an opportunity at all. But here we are. No post game after this game, man. My son has to go back to school tomorrow. Oof, I gotta be awake in 6 hours and counting. But we will do the live show at 12 tomorrow, talking about this game and whatever else there is to talk about, Sixers or NBA wise. So I think this game, the Warriors game, I'm gonna do the post game live the next day. 2:56 to go. Paul George dribbles all the way to half court. What are you doing? Oh my God, he's trapped. And somehow, he tried to throw it to Eric Gordon in the middle of the paint for no reason and turns it over. Holy hell. Malik Monk. Why? There was so many things wrong with that play. Malik Monk drives left all the way to Trey Lyles, swings it to Keon Ellis. We got a foul call in the paint here. On who? On who? Malik Monk drove and kicked it all the way over to Trey Lyles in the corner, and somebody called a foul on Yabusele. Oh my God. The Kings are getting foul calls on passes now? You drive and pass it out to the three-point line and you get a foul call somehow and you're shooting free throws? Let's watch this replay. What? Of course. Allah Abdenabi, ladies and gentlemen, in the broadcast booth, agreeing with the officials every single time. I didn't see an ounce of contact there. I didn't see any contact. Allah Abdenabi's like, there's some contact on the drive there, as you see. I hope these referees are paying you, Allah. I hope the NBA is paying you a bonus to keep agreeing with this bullshit. Paul George for three. Ed Malloy waves it off. What are these officials doing? Oh my God, bro. We get down to the last 2 minutes of the game, and Ed Malloy and his gang are like, all right, guys, last 3 minutes, our time to shine. They just start blowing the whistle every 5 seconds. We didn't come here to see you, man. Caleb Martin, Sixers up 5, getting the ball to Paul George on Malik Monk. King still running a zone. He dribbles right into a double team. Kicks it out to Maxey with no time on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. I don't know if Paul George knew how much time was on the clock. Not even sure why he would dribble directly into a double team anyway. Paul George had a good game, but those last two possessions were pretty bad. Stay alive in the last 2 minutes, up 5. Keon Ellis wide open for 3, and he hits it. It is now a 2-point game. We need a bucket so bad. Please, Tyrese Maxey, do not give the ball to anybody else. Caleb Martin comes up to set a screen. Maxey back to center court. Maxey drives left. They're double teaming him. De'Aaron Fox kicks the ball. The Kings are double teaming Tyrese Maxey across half court. They are daring somebody else to score. They're on an 11-4 run in the last 3 minutes. Here's Paul George catch. Paul George drives. Paul George kick out to Yabusele for 3. Short. Caleb Martin, an offensive rebound. Eric Gordon, a shot clock 3. Oh, my God. Give the ball to Tyrese Maxey, you fucking dumbass. And now we have a steal from Maxey. Why would Eric Gordon shoot that shot? You jackass. You get the ball, you give it to Tyrese Maxey. I don't know who you think you are. And now Tyrese Maxey turns it over trying to split a double team. De'Aaron Fox lays it in. And it's a tie game. 107-107. Paul George bringing the ball across half. I feel like the 76ers haven't scored in 5 minutes. Under a minute left. 107-107. Tyrese Maxey, top of the key on De'Aaron Fox. Drives left. Step through contact. Throws it up at the rim. That's good defense. I don't think you deserve a call right there. That's a terrible shot. And now Fox, a monk, gets down the lane. Blocked by Yabusele, but it's going to be a goaltend. Yabu's saying, you better review that. That's a big block. Malik Monk is celebrating. That's a kickball! That's a kickball, man. Tyrese tried to split the defense. De'Aaron Fox kicked the damn ball. They didn't call it. De'Aaron Fox kicked the damn ball and they didn't call it, man. Eric Gordon chucks a 3 off of an offensive rebound for no reason with Tyrese Maxey standing right next to him. Maxey tries to split the defense. De'Aaron Fox or DeMar DeRozan kicks the damn ball. They don't call it. That ties the game. Now Malik Monk drives. Yabusele blocks it and they call a goaltend. Is this one mailed in by the referees here? Oh, yeah, it's coming down. That's a good call, Ed, you little snitch. Snitch Malloy. The 76ers, listen, we can talk about the referees all we want. 11-0 run. We were up by 5 with 2 minutes left, guys, and I said out loud, I did it again. I did it again, guys. I did it again, man. I said out loud, can the 76ers survive? I did it again, man. We were up 5 with 2 minutes left, and I said, can the Sixers survive? And in a minute and 30 seconds, they are down 2. And the Kings are on an 11-0 run. We ain't shit without Embiid. I mean, it's not like the Kings are the damn Toronto Raptors or somebody. They're having a battle out there. This is a team with a lot of talent on it. And we're playing without Embiid and going down to the wire. I am a damn jinx, man. I am a damn jinx. Raptors beat the Kings, okay. The Bulls beat the Celtics. Who cares? Doesn't change the point that the Kings have more talent than the Raptors right now. We turned the ball over 7 times in the fourth quarter. It all started with Eric Gordon thinking he's some kind of ISO scorer, dude. It all started with that Eric Gordon possession, bro. And I'm not kidding at all. That's where it all started to go downhill. We need Paul George to do something. He drives and he turns it over. Paul George, quite the epic collapse after a great game, man. Oh, we got a steal. Oh, my God. Eric Gordon had a steal, and they couldn't come up with the ball. Now Malik Monk is in the paint. Now he dribbles back out. Now he drives baseline. Now he misses a bunny. He got a foul call from Ed Malloy. Way after the shot. Oh, that's a foul. That's a good call. Paul George fouled out. Had a great game for 3.5 quarters and absolutely collapsed. 0 points in the fourth. How do they lose this game? How do they lose this game? How do they lose this game, man? Oh, my God. I mean, without PG, I guess you're not even in the game, so you can't. He definitely folded in the fourth quarter, though. I agree with that. Couldn't give us a single bucket in the fourth. And the Eric Gordon, bro, let me tell you guys something, bro. I tweeted not too long ago. The only bad thing about Eric Gordon having a random good game is Nick Nurse thinking he's all the way back. And in the fourth quarter, so much of that debauchery was Eric Gordon thinking he's all the way back. And the last one, an offensive rebound and kick out with a fresh 14, and Eric Gordon chucks a 3, standing right next to Tyrese Maxey. The chat's going ham on Paul George right now. I told you guys. Eric Gordon had a good first half, and that's. I thought it would take more than a game. I thought it would take more than a couple more quarters for that to prove to be true. It proved to be true in just the next half. Sixers need a quick 3 and a quick foul. Kyle Lowry inbounding the ball. Eric Gordon is still in the game. Maxey. Oh my God. Kyle Lowry throws it right to DeRozan. What the fuck? What? What are you doing? Lowry just inbounded the ball right to DeMar DeRozan. Nurse is yelling at the refs. Yell at your damn players, Nurse. This is your problem, bro. You're so focused on the damn officials the whole game. You're playing Eric Gordon for 40 fucking minutes, dude. All this guy does is screams at officials the whole game instead of thinking about his lineups. All this guy does is screams at officials the whole game. Fucking Kyle Lowry inbounded the ball right to the Kings. Down by 4. That is an epic collapse by Paul George and Nick Nurse. Nah, man, you guys are overreacting. Come on, Peru. Come on, man. 5-game road trip. You lose a stupid one in Sacramento on a bad fourth quarter collapse. Not the end of the world. Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry stopped playing hard after 6 minutes of because they're 40 years old, man. We can't do this anymore. You can't do it anymore. You can't do it anymore. I don't know the answer because there's hardly anybody else on the roster. But you can't do this. You can't do these old guys anymore, man. Yeah, they were double teaming Maxey, man. They were daring these old guys to beat you. I can't believe that final possession down by 4. Kyle Lowry just threw it right to DeMar DeRozan. Nobody is 40 years on the 76ers. Yeah. It's called an exaggeration. It's called being facetious. Sarcasm, whatever you want to call it. I'm just making a point that they're old. Well, actually, Kyle Lowry's 39. Dude, he's 30 fucking 9, bro. You gonna tell me he's not 40 because he's 39? I got news for you. 39 is 40. They're not 40 in NBA years. They're fucking 58 in NBA years, man. Kyle Lowry's 90. It's all love, guys. I'll try to go decompress for an hour. I will be live tomorrow at 12 talking about this game and all of the morning reactions we will get from the fan base, reporters, etc. So thanks for hanging out tonight. That was a tough loss. I actually cannot believe they lost that game, to be totally honest with you guys. I'll be live tomorrow at 12 noon. So tune in and we'll talk about it. Wow. Y'all have a good night. Happy New Year.